All right, welcome back to more Cyclops. Cyclops issue number 2 is where we're headed in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep on doing this as we jump into more mainline Marvel stuff. We're going over Cyclops, Captain America, and soon, if not already, Thor is going to be out too. So with that, let's recap what happened last time. 1. Cyclops went into British Columbia to watch his old childhood orphanage get destroyed, where he tried to fly back home and got shot down by the Reavers. And who are the Reavers? Well, they are mutant haters that are mechanically engineered by Donald Pierce, who is their leader and takes mutants, and also hates mutants, and is using them to mine for something specific. So, with that, let's hop in because we see what they are mining, because we start in the caves in British Columbia, in the mines. Is that it, Samira? Is that what these creeps have us digging for? It feels weird, the way it keeps changing. They are mining for Uru, a notably changing metal. Very powerful, so it makes sense why they're being used and why it's being mined. When I faced through the wall to dig it out, I could barely keep hold of it. Its molecular structure must be, and they're not able to finish their sentence because they get electrocuted. Nobody said you keep your feet up, muties. Because the Reavers are here. Look at them. Half human, half machine, cybernetic. Weirdos. Look at what we got here, sports fans. Must be getting closer to the motherlode. As he picks up the Uru, they ask, should we tell Mr. Pierce? Cold Cut? Dude, why is Pierce naming these people like the shittiest names I've ever heard? We have Tearjerker from last issue. The one next to Cold Cut right here is Sockeye. And Cold Cut says, well, we'll give it a minute until we find more, because I'm pretty sure our boss is busy. Last I heard, he was laying down some discipline. And who's he laying down discipline on? Well, it's Tearjerker, because they were not able to, 1, find a mutant that escaped, and 2, they shot down a Quinjet. Please, I'll do whatever it takes to make this right. Nobody is saying that you are not committing. It's competence that is the issue, Tearjerker. I put $200,000 in that empty skull of yours, and it still didn't occur to you that bringing down a Quinjet might have consequences. You see how this reflects poorly on my judgment, don't you? And with Tearjerker laying there begging, another robot, another person, interjects. Let me take his targeting system, Mr. Pierce. I'll have the girl back in minutes. Huh. Enzone? See, what are we doing with the names? Is that a promise? No, I need my targeting system for the missiles. I'm sorry, son. But you know the rule. Your augments aren't gifts. If you can't use the tools I've given you effectively, well, perhaps another Reaver can. As Pierce rips off the targeting system and gives it to Enzone. Enzone, you have your prize. Now let that be the end of it. There are more pressing matters to attend to. X-Men in our backyard, sure. You want us to go look for him? No. Split up and look for the girl. If they find her first, she'll lead them right to the door. But if that should happen, to encounter one of them, here's a piece of advice. Don't miss. As the Reavers are off, all 3 of them going down. The goal is to find the girl, because if the X-Men find the girl first, then the whole operation is over. But we meet with Cyclops. Last issue, fell from the Quinjet, hit his neck, concussed, and talked to Jean Grey. Or called out to Jean Grey. But when he's waking up, he hears something. Cyclops? Cyclops, sir? It's magic! Where am I? I was flying. Well, yes, sir. But then you fell. And the rest of us fell with you, looking at the dead X-Men, all killed in battle, staring back at Cyclops. Resist! Because he meets with the other girl. That was the real girl that was calling him Cyclops, waking him up. Easy, man. You took a nasty tumble. I cleaned you up best I could. My head. It's fine. Pass me my visor. Visor now, damn it. If you don't know, he needs his ruby quartz glasses and his visor to control his powers. If not, his eyes are just a pure shot of energy. Not able to control, not able to stop it. And before I get a bunch of comments about the punch dimension, no. His eyes are not a portal to the punch dimension. I think Marvel Rivals maybe talked about that, adding the punch dimension, which is strange, but it's a multiversal story, so who cares? But his eyes do act as concussive force. They're not lasers, so to speak. They don't cut through stuff. It's more of like a punch. But without them, it's literally just non-stop blasts, and he has to keep his eyes closed. I'm sorry he was in pieces when I moved you. You moved me? No offense, but you're like 100 pounds soaking wet. Why are you saying that, Cycle? I mean, you're literally called slim. You're not that heavy, dude. You ever think about that? So you're a mutant? Nah, I'm May. Just May. Nobody painted Mutie Mobile in my dad's car until you guys pulled your desert island clubhouse crap. To which she's talking about Krakoa. I take it I don't need to introduce myself then. I know who you are, Cyclops. And since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful. The effects of the mutants have not been good on the world. Everybody still has always hated the mutants, but they hate them even more after Krakoa, after they became their own nation. We're going to go over Krakoa soon, one day, at least soon. But yeah, it didn't paint mutants in a positive light, which also had an effect on everybody else who was a mutant that wasn't on Krakoa. Those guys who shot you down, they kidnapped a bunch of us from parks, centers, schools. They're half machine. They're the Reavers. Faw! You know them? Yeah. One of them a tall blonde guy? Yeah, that guy's name's Donald Pierce. He's the brains of the outfit. I don't know how he does it, but he always finds a way to make marks. So desperate to assert their humanity that they'll surrender it at the first opportunity. So how many are there? 6, including Donald. They've got us mining the mountain for something metal. Vibranium? I don't know. No, it's not vibranium. It is Uru. We already talked about that before. But we weren't taken at random. They chose us to help them dig further and faster. Every time we get out or try to pass out, they'd zap us with these shock collars. And Cyclops freaks out. What? You're gonna get that off. Hey, it's already off, dude. This kid Alvin already took it off while the dumb one wasn't paying attention. It's how I escaped. So come on, follow my voice. My friends are still in the mine with those cyber creeps. Let's just blast them and then go home and save everybody. But here's the main issue. Cyclops, no visor? I can't control my optic blasts. My head's just a bomb. So the goal has changed. We need to find his pair of glasses that fell out of the Quinjet when it crashed. Then we can discuss a rescue mission. Huh? Discuss a rescue mission? Maybe we can toast some marshmallows and tell a couple of campfire stories while we're at it. I thought you were a mutant liberator. I thought you help people, Cyclops. And so in her rage, she kicks down a tree. My friends don't have time for this. Because the reality is that I'm not one of your X-Men. You don't get to order me around. I do what I want. And on the side of where the Quinjet landed, Enzone walks up. I think I found the last piece of Cyclops' visor, Mr. Pierce. Right now, where he bailed out of, looks like a tsunami hit it. Only one parachute though, so I think it's just him. Why are you going away from the mission? I told you to look for the girl. And her tracks led me here. Either she's found him or he's found her. But if his visor's busted, and Donald puts it together, then that impromptu light show we saw earlier wasn't intentional. It means Cyclops has no control of his powers. Solo or not, he'd already be here if he weren't impeded. So you know what I think? I think our friend Cyclops might be blind, which gives us the edge, so the Reavers are gonna go find and kill both of them. Let's find the Quinjet and then discuss a rescue mission. No wonder we keep getting slaughtered when our self-appointed liberator is a dork from HR. May's still seemingly pissed that Cyclops is not gonna fully help them until he gets what he wants. She keeps ranting about it. I mean, obviously, if I were kidnapped, enslaved, and my friends were enslaved, I would be pretty pissed too. But then the deer shows up. Oh, you've been following me for a while, huh? I don't have anything for you, deer. Kinda hungry myself. And while she's talking to the deer, it gets shot by Enzone. Adorable when two dumb animals share a moment of connection. Because this boy, look at this guy. Guns, full mechanical body. I mean, he only has like a human head left. It never lasts. Where's your new friend, kid? Where's Cyclops? So May starts running away. But Enzone obviously is way faster. Able to catch her. Huh, I thought you were one of the tough ones. So where is the mutant? In Cyclops, we are about to see some of his genius battle IQ plays, because even when this man is technically blind, he's still a genius, dude. I mean, oh my gosh, what a G. So he whistles to get the attention of Enzone, who is like, oh, he's in the woods, and starts burning them down. Stay there, don't move. Not in your game shape, Summers. Come on out now, make it quick. You have my word. And so Scott goes behind May, covers her mouth, is like, yeah, we gotta go, come on. You followed me? How did you navigate? I've trained for every eventuality I could think of. Traversing a forest blindfolded was near the top of the list. The glasses breaking, I'm sure he's accounted for. Why would he not think that they would ever break? They're not indestructible. So even when you think Cyclops is pretty much handicapped, honestly, dude's still top. He knows what he's doing. But Enzone hears them and starts shooting at Cyclops. And he does hit him. He gets impaled by a couple of tree shards as well. Oh my god, come on, you gotta get up, move, please. So Enzone lands right in front of him, grabbing Cyclops by the face. I used to be afraid of little pathetic monsters like you. To which May grabs a stick that is caught on fire and hits Enzone in the face, knocking him down as well. So Cyclops takes advantage of this, jumps on the back of Enzone. Pull you apart, you little fucking wishbone. And on the back of him, just starts pulling out wires. So wire. My hydraulics, my legs, what are you doing? And then leads Enzone right off the side of a cliff. Mr. Pierce, help! And then we just see Enzone fall straight down. Oh my god, are you okay? Where were you 30 seconds ago, May? You could have torn that thing apart if you wanted to. To which she says, and we learn more about her powers, is that it goes away when she's scared. It's something about her cortisol levels. God damn it. If I ever hear that word again, like, come on, man. At least clavicular and all that shit's gone. Thank goodness. What a terrible time for social media, in my opinion. I was in Arizona when he was there. It was terrible. Now we're in Colorado, where I get to go outside every day and be peaceful. But Scott Summers gets up and decides to leave. Where are you going? Cyclops is a very determined individual, and he is not going to stop ever. And to be quite honest with you, I think it is a real shame that we have not gone over so much Cyclops on this channel. And we will go over, like, a lot of the X-Men history. Krakoa will come soon. We're finishing new X-Men. We still have to go over Utopia as well. I'm going to find the Quinjet, because I'm going to find my glasses. I know where it's at. I saw it come down. Good, because you're going to help me. That's an order. You're now a recruit of the X-Men. You're listening to me now. But at the end of the cliff, we meet with Tearjerker, who is finding the remains of Enzone. Right now, Tearjerker's killing a mosquito on his neck. What do we have here? Tearjerker, thank God. Can't believe you found me. I couldn't call for backup. My radio's destroyed. Come on, help me, man. Summers, he got me good. But you can help me plug in all my stuff. I'm good to go. Baseball fucked him, man. I mean, no legs, all destroyed, just sitting there. And then you met with Tearjerker, whose stuff that you stole from him. Oh, you're fucked, bud. Enzone came at Cyclops, Mr. Pierce. He missed. I think he's not going to make it, sir. What about his augments? And Pierce says, well, he knows the rules. And so they abandon Enzone there. And Tearjerker steals back his stuff. Oh, it's fine. It's just a little banged up is all. But you heard the man. Reckon I'll take my targeting system back, along with anything that else tickles my fancy. And he strips Enzone down for parts, upgrading himself. Are you crying, Enzone? So he's ripping body part off body part, laughing at him. Insane, by the way. And now Tearjerker is even more souped up. Don't leave me like this, man. Now he's souped up with his guns, his hydraulics, targeting system. That's more like it. It's just like Mr. Pierce says, I'm the best one. So with that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because next issue, Cyclops is going to attempt to find his glasses, and Tearjerker is back on the hunt for Cyclops. So, peace out.